Hi everyone, good evening. It's Hira here, and the topic of this video is top tips for nailing your Skype interview. So lately, interviews by Skype and/or phone are very popular. In fact, a lot of companies do their initial phone screen as well as initial round of interviews through Skype, because very often the candidate is not in the same location, not the same city, same country as the company. So this is obviously now very popular, and technology certainly allows for almost as good an experience as if the person was there live. So the first thing is ensuring that your tech setup is good to go. So in other words, make sure that your battery is charged, you are connected to a power outlet, that your Wi-Fi is solid and stable. And you might also want to have a backup for your the regular Wi-Fi that you're accessing. Number one. Number two, think about where you're taking the call from, and just make sure that the lighting and all of that is to your advantage. So a lot of times there can be, depending sort of how you're seated and how you're addressing the camera, there can be different sort of angles more or less flattering, lighting, especially shadows. So like, for example, like if I move this like this, it's kind of different to this. So, you just have to kind of play around ahead of time and just make sure that you are positioned as best as you can be. I'm actually not doing a very good job here, because see how like there's a shadow that's falling across my face? So that's exactly what you want to avoid. The third thing is attire, and to remember that even though this is a Skype call that you might be taking from home, that doesn't mean that it's casual, right? It is still an interview, and you need to be professional. By the way, let me just interrupt here, because I know there are going to be comments to this video about my attire, which apparently seems to be a big topic in the comments threads. But I'm not interviewing right now, okay? I am trying to do these videos to help you guys in your job search, in your interviews. So it really doesn't matter what I'm wearing. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to what I'm saying. And what I'm telling you is that you need to think about your attire, and to always try and err on the side of caution, okay? So be professional. Make sure that it's not your kitchen in the background, and make sure that you're dressed in professional attire that you would wear to the interview in real life. A final small tip: if there is a choice between Skype and phone, and if you have a preference, so I, for example, given the opportunity, I would much prefer Skype or FaceTime over phone. I feel like I would do better. I like the personal interaction. I like the ability to see the other person, for them to see me. I just feel like that would be a much better connection. And I would try to suggest that gently. So I might say something like, I know you indicated that our interview was going to be by phone. Would you be open to having it by Skype or FaceTime? Just because I think it would be really nice to put a name to the face, and it's a more personal interaction. Of course, obviously, if phone is the preferred method, then that's fine by me. I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so if you can always sort of indicate something like that, make a suggestion, but just make sure that you say that obviously it's their decision and you're absolutely happy to do whatever it is that they want. Okay? All right. Well, thank you for listening, and talk to you soon.